we've got a 4-week sale period, so you've got 4 weeks to hit bonuses. Okay, now you can see here we've got the stepping stones. The first bonus level starts at £780, and it goes up to a maximum of an extra bonus of 16%, or 15% it says there roughly, for £9,000 plus in orders. Now that's your own orders plus any of your team members' orders as well will help you hit higher bonuses. Okay, so you plus say 5 people doing 1,000 each, that's £6,000. That put you in at 11% extra. Okay, what you get paid commission wise. Okay, if you're using a Clean Easy range, so that's the main Clean Easy catalogue, the catalogues you get in your starter kit, you're getting paid 21% commission plus a bonus of between 6 and 15%. If you're using K-Life, they're usually higher value products, so you're actually still making a very good commission on it, but it's a slightly less commission percentage wise. It's 15% with a bonus of 4 to 11%. And then internet specials. Now if you don't know what internet specials are, when you go to the cleaneasy.com website and click on internet specials, there's a whole load of products in there that are in the catalogues, and that's half the commission of the normal Clean Easy range. It's 10% commission plus 3 to 7% bonus. Okay, now let's say for example you wanted to hit your first bonus level where you get an extra 6%. So you want to do over £780 worth of orders by 3 weeks tomorrow. Okay, so we're almost done the full first week of the period, and there's another 3 full weeks left after that. Okay, to do £780 plus to get that first bonus level. Now it's really worthwhile. Let's say for example you did £750. Okay, so you just missed it by £30. What would you earn? Okay, you would earn that there about 21% commission, which is about £155 you'd earn. Okay, that's £750 of orders you did. But if you had just done £30 more, your income would be £210. That's a £55 more for doing £30 more worth of orders. So that extra bonus in this example is actually about 35% of your income, because an extra £55 more than £155 is 35% of that of more. Okay, so it's really important that if you're going for that bonus level and you're close, it's really worth pushing to get through it. And if you're even maybe just off, like say you were £10 off, then just order something for £10 so you make sure you get your bonus, because we want you to get your bonus. That's really important. So how to hit those kind of levels of retail? Use this projection chart. Your minimum maybe 250 houses per week should get you about £1,000 worth of orders. Hit the first bonus level, income of 270. This is what we call an income projection sheet. How many houses per week you should do with your catalogues to achieve, on average, with £1 per catalogue return in sales, and how much you'd earn. And it gives you a chance to set a goal. How much you want to earn, so how much retail you have to do. And you can guarantee your results. So this one here is based on £1 per catalogue. But what if your average is less? Let's say one person gets 1 in 10 people to buy, okay? Hitting a £1 per catalogue average. But let's say my average is less. Let's say 1 in 15 houses will buy. If we were having a competition, who would win? Well, I would still win, because I'd make sure of it. Because maybe they'll do 500 and get 50 orders. I'd go out and do 800 houses and get more than 50 orders. Okay, do you see what I mean? So once you have an average of anything, you can guarantee any result. Okay, it might take more work, but you can guarantee it. So that's important. And if you're knocking on the door and offering a catalogue, your average is a little bit different. So if you hit bonus level, if you're knocking, presenting, giving people's hands at least 100 catalogues per week, we would expect you to do about £1,000 worth of orders. I always believe in aim higher, so that if you aim higher than what what it says there, then that way if your average is slightly lower, you'll still hit what you want to achieve. And if you hit the exact average, then you earn more money, so it's good. Next, you've got the customer base. So eventually what's going to happen is everybody's working towards a customer base. So the last averages were based on, if you're just posting the catalogues through doors, £1 per catalogue, or knocking on people's doors and offering the catalogue, £2.50 roughly per catalogue. But when you get to customer base, where you're no longer doing the 80 to 90% of the houses that don't buy, and you're just going to those who did buy before. Before you're doing maybe 250 to maybe 300 houses per week to do £1,000 worth of orders, just by posting through the doors. But now you're just going to post through the doors of 65 houses, 65 customers, to get your £1,000 worth of orders, hitting the first bonus level. Okay, does that make sense? So that's what we're aiming for. So a few quick things. When your catalogues have just arrived, if you're just brand new, if your catalogues have just arrived, make sure you've got labels. Now, you don't actually have to put it in the back of your catalogue. We recommend that if you have the time and you want to do that, put it in the back of the catalogue. I do, but at least make sure you've got a label on all your order forms. Okay, so you get a label with it. Okay, you want to make sure you've got plenty of front slips that tell the customer when you're coming back for the catalogue, and also instructs them to leave on the doorstep. Make all your catalogues look exactly the same. Okay, and I'll give you an example of how I do mine in a minute. And make sure your order form is in clear view. And you also may want to get a map of your area and make sure you've got your notepad or your round book ready as well. Okay. Now here's how I make up my catalogues. Front slip in front of the clean easy catalogue, and here's the back. The special log, you can just see it peeking out. This is a Christmas one from last year. It's got the front cover facing the other way, and then order form in clear view. And I do not close the snap bags. The reason for that is that if you close them right up, the air traps, and when you pile them all up, some will pop and you get a hole in your catalogue bag. Also, it saves you time. The only time I close the bag is when I'm taking it out my shoulder bag, about to post it through somebody's door. I quickly close it as I'm going up their driveway, put it through the door, then take out the next one, close it, and put it through the next door. Okay, that's when we close the bags. You're surprised how much time that would actually does save. Now, next thing, failing to plan is planning to fail. But you should all have this, okay? And if you have, I'll make sure everybody also have a copy of this. I'll email these out as well, so you can write out your own plan. If you're, after you've done your own plan for a while, you might want to change it a bit. And good things happen when you go for it. And that's an important thing as well, especially on the retail side. The more you can do now in your first month, second month, and third month, the better that customer base is going to be on the 4th, the 5th, and 6th month, and so on. And the better your Christmas you're going to have. The more you can do now. If you don't really go for it now, and you think, oh, maybe I'll start going for it, maybe 2-3 months down the line, then you're basically going to have to create that customer base again, 3 months, and you're maybe going to be 6 months down the line before you have the customer base that you really want. So, you go for it now, you get the best amount of retail store you can get now, and you get the most customers you can get now, then further down the line, it's going to be a lot better for you. So, what is the retail cycle? When you're delivering your catalogue, so you deliver your catalogues out, okay, ignore all signs on doors that say, for example, we do not buy and sell at this door, or anything like that. You see these wee symbols on doors, ignore them. About 80% of my customers have them on their doors, okay? Unless it says no catalogues, then that's the only time I don't put a catalogue through. Ignore other catalogues, so it's Betterware right there, ignore them. Other clean easy distributors, ignore them as well, it's fine. In my area, I'm the 3rd distributor to do my area. There's another 2 there just now working on the same streets as me, who were there before me, yet I still do quite well. Okay, so you don't need to worry about other distributors. Okay, so you deliver your catalogues, put them out. 1 or 2 days later, now that will depend, when you've done your planner with your sponsor, we'll work that out with you, where you leave it for 1 or 2 days. Collect your catalogues back in. Now, because of the front slip, a lot of them will just lying there on the doorstep for you to pick up. If it's not on the doorstep, you ring the bell, knock the door. If the person answers, ask for the catalogue back, nice and politely, of course. But if they're not in, you use the sorry I missed you slip. If it's an order, you can use a thank you for your order slip. Okay? So as you've brought your catalogues in, maybe 20 to 30% you maybe still don't have back in yet because you didn't get them in. Okay, that's fine. But you get the catalogues you brought back in, you get them ready again, put a new front slip in, and get them out again ASAP, because when you bring your catalogues back in, you've closed your shop. And when your shop's closed, nobody can buy from you. Okay? So you go put them back out. And you also go back for the stragglers. Just because you didn't get your catalogues back the first time, some of them, they're not lost. We go back for them the next day. That slip that we put through, it said, sorry I missed you, says I'll collect tomorrow. ask them again to leave at the doorstep, and you go back and a lot of them will be on the doorstep waiting for you to pick up again. Again, it's not in, knock on the door, ask for it back. Not in, put a slip through. Okay, now we give them 3 chances, 3 knocks on the door to get a chance to bring them back in. Oh, and another point, to go fast, when you're going around and collecting your catalogues, it's not on the doorstep, knock on the door, but what I do is I count to 10 in my head, not out loud, otherwise I look crazy. Okay, so in your head, count to 10, and then put a slip through. Don't wait there and knock the door 3 times at that point. You know, don't wait there and bang on the door wanting your catalogue back. Just knock on the door, ring the bell, wait for 10, walk away after you put a slip through. Okay? That way you go fast. So you get 3 attempts of knocking on the door 3 times, going back for it, before you consider it lost. Now, another thing you can do, most people on this call here just now, in this presentation, are in their first 30 days. And in your first 30 days, every time you place an order of £150 or more, you get the option of 50 free catalogues. And that can be 50 of the current autumn-winter issue 1 catalogues, Clean Easy catalogues, with the summer special. Or the autumn-winter issue 2, which isn't even launched yet, with the Christmas catalogue, which you can get free, which you wouldn't get until they're launched. So you can get the issue 1 now with your current order you place, or ask for issue 2, and they'll hold it back. They'll hold that order for you. Order them for you when as soon as they're available. They'll send them to you later. Or you can have 50 K-Life catalogues. Now I recommend that everybody that's with one of their 30-day challenges order the K-Life catalogue, and they do this with it. You're not going to put it in with your catalogues, your Clean Easy catalogue. What you're going to do is put it completely separate. Just a K-Life catalogue, order form at the back, and a wee slip at the front that says, "Thank you for your order." It says, "Thank you for placing your order with us. Whilst you wait for your order to be delivered, please feel free to browse the K-Life catalogue for great quality, low price bargains. We will collect this booklet when we deliver your order on," and then whatever date you're going back for it. Now what this does is you're already at that door, okay, because you're collecting the catalogue, the Clean Easy catalogue. If you pick up an order, you just then take out your bag and put through the K-Life catalogue. So you're not doing any extra work to put out the catalogues because you're there already, okay? Secondly, collecting the catalogue, you're going back to that house anyway with their order. So when you go back with the order, you're collecting another catalogue. And 20% of my, probably more than that actually, of my orders comes from that method. Extra orders that I don't have to do much work for. The only extra work it is delivering the extra order, okay? And with the new K-Life range, it's going to go mental. It's going to be fantastic. I really recommend you do that. What's really important as well is that you keep good records. Sometimes, and I did it when I started, I didn't keep good records, and I regret it. Okay, I really do regret it. In your little blue book, I'm going to show an example in a minute anyway. So that's why we make every catalogue look exactly the same. Okay, we make every catalogue look exactly the same, so that when we're putting them out and we're picking them back up, we can tell just by looking at it whether or not the customer has opened the catalogue and looked at it, or not looked at it at all. So we take a note, I write down N if they've not looked at it at all. The catalogue came back to me the exact same way I put it through the letterbox. L if they looked at it. O if they place an order. And sometimes I also write in that wee circle. If you can write really small, if you can't, don't worry about it. I can write really small how much it was. And if I put a slip through the door because I didn't get it back yet, right in the corner, a wee marking in the corner just to say, so I know I've put a slip through. If, for example, I'm putting the catalogues out and someone says, "Oh, I'm going on holiday," or "Oh, not this time, maybe next time," and give me the catalogue back on the day I'm putting the catalogues out, then I put an X so meaning they didn't get one that time, okay? And if somebody says to me, "Oh, I don't buy from them, so no, it's not for me. I'm not interested in them," then it's EX, exclude, and I put a big line right across the page, okay? And then NOF in a box. When I collect catalogues back in, NOF means I couldn't find an order form when I picked up the catalogue. In case later on, when I'm making up my catalogues again, I find an order form hidden in there that's got an order in it, but might not have the address on it. I've had that nightmare scenario, especially if it's a big order. Okay, so here's an example of keeping good notes. This street, as you can tell, completely fictionally made up just for demonstration, because my notes are far too messy and you wouldn't be able to read them. Okay, so you got down your all the numbers of the street, okay, and then the first column, that's the first month Okay, the first time I'm putting in my catalogues and picking them up. So then it's like I've got N, L, there's an X because number 5 didn't get one, N, N, wee dash in the corner because I didn't collect yet, I put a slip through, O for order, L, N, you know, you can see what I've done there. And then the second page there I've got there, what that is, it's just the same, continued on, but this time because I went back the next day to pick up my stragglers, and I picked up stragglers, so I'll just continue filling in those forms. You can see number 11 there, I've put 3 dashes in that corner because I've tried 3 times to get that catalogue back and didn't get it back. Number 13 I've excluded there, etc, etc, okay? Now what happens then, so that's the first time round. Now this next one, not the one highlighted yet, the other one, I've got 3 columns filled in, and that's really representing 3 months. So the first month, the first time round, then 4 weeks later I've done the second column, 4 weeks after that, the third column. And now I've got 3 months worth of notes for that street, okay? And you can start to see I've taken people out. So I've got 3 ends in a row for number 1. So I've scored them off this because 3 times in a row they're not even looked at my catalogue. Next month they're not getting one, okay? Number 7, not looked at, and then looked at. So what I might do is give them more chances. Okay, and then you can see in the last page that I've got a full page filled up. There's some people there, for example, number 7, not looked at, looked at, 3 times in a row, not looked at. They're not buying, even though they're looking at it, so I've taken them off my list. And then what I've got highlighted there is just the people who bought from me. Okay, so you can see how that works. Okay, that's why we keep good notes, because that's what creates a very, very thorough customer base. So continuing on this retail cycle, when you get orders and you want to deliver the customer's orders the following week. So to place your orders online, do not, if you're brand new, your very first order, do not place your first order without talking to your sponsor first. Because I'll give an example. There was a lady in the team, she did over £500 in her first order and she just put them in one big order, and she got 50 free catalogues because she did over £150 of orders. However, if she had split that £500 odd order into 3 £150 plus orders, she would have got 150 free catalogues. So it's important as well that you talk to your sponsor, as well as a few things that we will encourage you to add in, like snap bags, carrier bags, and that kind of thing, just to make sure it goes smoothly. So, but when you do come to place your order, you'll do so through the website cleaneasy.co.uk. It gets sent to you by Parcelforce within 2 days. Okay, so 2 days later, after you place the order, it'll arrive, providing you place your order before 3:15 in the afternoon. If it's after 3:15, it'll get processed the following day and then arrive 2 days after that. Okay? And then the order arrives to you, you have to make up each order ready for your customer, staple the order form to the bag, and you would also need to make sure you've got plenty of change. So when you take the product to the customer will pay you in cash and you give the customer the change. Okay? If there's no one home for the order, remember we just thank you for your order slip, so most of them will be expecting you. Sometimes people forget, then you use the sorry I missed you order slips. Okay? And then once you've delivered all your orders, you've got all this cash, the first thing you want to do is not spend it, don't go to the shops with it, is go back to zero. Now what that means is you owe CleanEasy money at this point, okay? Because you ordered all these products from CleanEasy, you've not paid a penny towards CleanEasy for them yet. The customers are paying you first, and then you take your commission out of that and you pay back CleanEasy the rest to cover your invoice to CleanEasy. So that's important you do that first before you start spending your money, in case you start to spend over your commission. Okay? So to pay CleanEasy, what I do, I take my money that I've got from orders, I put it into my account, my bank account, and then I pay CleanEasy off by card. And with every order you place with CleanEasy, they email you an invoice. So you know exactly how much you need to give CleanEasy, because that invoice, when you open it up, it'll say how much the order's worth, how much you've earned, and how much you need to pay CleanEasy. Okay? So just pay that amount to CleanEasy, and then you've got your commission left over, and you can spend that however you choose. That's your money. But that's important. Every week you just do that. We call it back to zero, taking your credit account back to zero, okay? Now don't forget that, because in your first 30 days, the busier you can get, the better. Because think about this. Every time you hit a new area or do a new street, you don't know who is going to give you your catalogue back. You're going to lose catalogues. So it's best to lose as many catalogues as you can in your first 30 days because of the 30-day bonus. So the more you can do in your first 30 days, the better. If you can do it as big an area as possible, it doesn't matter if the second month you can't do that whole area as much. The first 30 days is really important because every time you place an order of £150 or more, Cleanz will give you 50 free catalogues, which will more than replace the ones you lose. So then the second month, when you're going back around your area, you might decide not to do that time the people who lost your catalogue. So then your losses of catalogues are a lot less the second month round. Does that make sense? So that's what I'd really recommend you do as much as you can. So don't worry about losing your catalogues. So with every order £150, 50 free catalogues, and there's no limit to how many of those orders you can place in your first 30 days. But once you get, but there is like a threshold where you hit over £600, not only will you get 50 free catalogues with that order, but an extra 50 free catalogues as well for doing over £600 in your first 30 days, and then you can put in still again as many £150 orders after that and get more free catalogues. Okay, see how many you can get. You know, that's the idea. So you want to build a customer base. That's the important thing. You want to do a retail cycle of 4 or 5 weeks. So what that means is, I recommend 4 weeks. So you think about where you do your first week, right? The first week you do so many houses. Second week, you keep going. Third week, fourth week. And then after the fourth week, you go back to where you started and you do the same streets again. First week, second week, third week, fourth week. Then back to the start and so on, okay? After then, you'll be able to cram what you did in maybe 4 or 5 weeks into 1 week, because you're going to cut out all of those people that don't bother with your catalogue, who aren't really interested. We'll take them out. We're doing a lot less houses, but we're getting the same amount of orders. And what you can then do is, rather than, you can probably cram what took you 4 or 5 weeks into 1 week. Okay? And that's what I did. And then I built another customer base that filled up my second week. And I built up another customer base that filled up my third week. And then my fourth week. And then I've got 5 weeks worth of customer bases. Okay? Building a strong customer base is really important. With your catalogues, it's really beneficial. You're getting between £3 to £5 plus per catalogue. Maybe £3 per catalogue initially, until you really take out the ones that maybe only bought once in a blue moon kind of thing. And you can get to maybe £5 per catalogue. Now I know that my dad in some areas that he does, he's getting like £7 per catalogue and more. There was a lady on Facebook the other week there, she's getting £10 per catalogue. Can't believe it. I'm about £3 or £4 per catalogue myself, okay? It's less time spent, but more money earned. So that's really important, that's really good. And to be honest with you, when you're first starting, if your average is, you put out, say, 500 catalogues, and you're getting £500, fantastic, that's a good average, £1 per catalogue. You're putting out 500 catalogues and getting £600 of orders. Great, you're getting above the average. But let's say you're putting out 500 catalogues and getting £250 of orders. Okay, that's a lower average. But the initial results don't matter, because what's dragging down your average at this point isn't how good your customers are, it's the people that aren't buying. Simple as that. And how long are we going to put up with them? 3 months. And then they're bye-bye, okay? And then your average will go whoosh, flying up to the same as everybody else, because the customers are pretty much the same, you know, until you start to whittle them out. And you can then, the reason why some people are getting £10 per catalogue is because they've had a good customer base and they've just started to pick out their favourite customers, okay? So you're nowhere near that. Nobody's there really at that stage yet. Okay, so it doesn't matter what your initial results are. As long as you're bringing in customers, your customer base is building. 1 customer at a time or 20 at a time, as long as it's building. That's what's important. So just as it says there, you can do it. Okay, we absolutely believe that every single person can go and build a customer base. And every single person on here today can build a customer base before Christmas and have a fantastic Christmas. I'm really looking forward to Christmas. It's going to be so exciting. I'm really looking forward to it.